22 season, a whole brand new season. After a 2-year layoff, we are here now, and we have started today with our junior teams, our under 18s. We had 3 games in the morning, and now we have had our first Division 1 game, which was Chronix versus Skywalkers. It was a nice game to watch. And here we have new entrants into the JBL Division 1, LB Chronix from Leondale versus Bulls. We're in the house. Here it is, Taurai Oscar Takarupiwa together with Andy Lehlope. Yes, Mr. Hlope.
Yeah, it's a new season. There's new teams, there's new players, and as well as new coaches. It's a D1 game, Division 1 game. Both teams are new in the league, and the rule of JBL is every new team that comes has to go through the Division 1 before you get to Premier for the men.
True. They must go through our D1 so that at least they have a feel of it, they develop themselves and they get real. And then if they make it through D1, because the level of competition in D1, the hype there is actually at a very high level. That is what we do here in JBL. We make sure we develop. And we are developing as a league, we are developing the officials as well. And now we are developing ourselves even as commentators with JBL Online streaming live.
On the LBC Chronix team list, we've got a blend of youth and experience. With at number 1 there is John. At number 2 there is Theoha, Zungu at 3, Mkata at 4, 5 Moloi, Mozibe at 8. Number 15 is Daliwango, and Wandile Shabalala at number 16.
And you must watch out for Wandile. He is their point guard. We'll be seeing what he is bringing on in the house. We are going to see how he's going to carry LB Chronix for us today. We have a whole new cast right there at coming with the Bulls, putting on the red and the black. They are putting on a black kit with red trimmings. We're going to see who is going to do what here on this court today.
With the color issue, we've got a team wearing white and a team wearing black. According to FIBA rules, the home team, which is the team that listed first, normally has to wear the light color kit, and the team that's away needs to wear a darker color, but today it's the opposite.
And the game is on. Bulls taking on the first possession, and he goes, attempts a 2, he doesn't get it, but they get the offensive rebounds.
Giving up an offensive rebound on the first possession, now, is it a wise decision? Because now you are giving these guys 40 seconds to attempt, because it's an extra 14 seconds if they get an offensive rebound.
Yeah, extra 14 seconds indeed, but they did not make use of it. And here we have our first 2 points of the game. It's an and 1 bucket good. They fouled him as he drove in, and he made the shot.
And it's the player that you mentioned, who is Wandile Shabalala, an experienced player.
That's true. I don't know if the coach of Bulls knows it or whether he won these players over this player. And they made a 10-over unforced, and you wonder why.
It's lack of communication, I believe, with an outlet pass. Because an outlet pass, there has to be a call for it first.
That's true. You need court vision, you need court awareness and court consciousness to know where your players are. And you need to have eye contact to communicate with your player before you release the ball to him. Bulls on offense, they have the ball and inbound for them. We have got Tando Kunene, number 11, trying a 3, and it's good. It drops our first tray for the game. Tandokuhle Kunene, number 11 for Bulls. One delay on the drive, one delay on the move, and one delay makes it. 4-3 is our score now to LBC Chronix, or LB Chronix.
For me, both teams are playing a zone defense. And a zone defense at senior level is not necessarily the best type of defense unless you have scouted the opponent.
That's true. Because zone defense will allow shooters to shoot. But they've made good of their last 2-point attempt, Bulls. Now they're leading the score 5-4. They made another 2-pointer. So whenever you are inside that big arc, we know that that's a 2 points. And then when you're outside that arc, that's a 3-point. And then when you are fouled, that's basket good by number 9 Bulls, and is going to the free throw line, for which will account for 1 point if he makes it good. Free throw. These are called free for a reason. It's a punishment, and it's a good move. A +1. Wow, he made 3. Punishment. And they made that. They made that 3. So now the score line is now 8-4 after 2 minutes into the game. And a 3-point attempt by number 12 Bulls. It's an air ball. They managed to save it, but unfortunately, only to pass it to the other team. It would have been better to let the ball go out. There it goes. Bulls have another 3-point attempt. Do we have it good? No. Defensive rebound for one delay. He's coming up. He's attacking. He passes. Oh, offensive. It's an offensive violation. A travel. You are not allowed to move your feet without bouncing the ball or without dribbling it. You must dribble it. So that's a travel violation. We'll speak more about it more as we go into the match. Bulls on the offensive. That's a good big man move. And number 9 drops it good. Bulls are having a party right now. Now our scoreline is 10-4. I don't know what LB Chronix are going to do in terms of defense on that. They have a 2-pointer from their big man right in there. A mid-range shot, bringing back the score to 6-10 now. What do we have here? It's nice defense by number 5, LB Chronix. And as you see, we start any possession with 24 seconds if it's in the backcourt. Or a whole miss, a total air ball over the hoop. And now Bulls are back on offense. A failed attempted 2. One delay coming up with the ball. He goes past his first man. He goes past the second, but his layup attempt is not good. Inbound for LB Chronix. Foul. Foul by number 6.
Which is
for Bulls.
Number 6 for Bulls is Taile. LB Chronix calls a timeout with 5:52 left, down 4 points. I guess they are trying to find a way to get buckets.
Yeah, we will see how the coaches strategize. A timeout is a time when a coach who has possession normally actually calls for a break in the game, and he comes to instruct his charges, to tell them against whatever he's seeing, to tell them what to do. So we have the coach or one of the players instructing the other teammates.
I would say basketball is special in the sense that it's one of the only sports that has a timeout. In other worldwide, I won't say worldwide, but we'll say in soccer, there is never a timeout.
It's only half time when the coaches have a chance to talk to their teammates.
So I guess that's why they fake injuries so much, so that they can get a chance to have a time.
But now with the COVID pandemic, we have seen even soccer
Yeah, and the baseline play didn't work for LB Chronix, and they get a blocking foul after that turnover.
Tando Kunene was on the drive, and an LB Chronix player actually blocked him on the way. So that's a blocking foul. Tando Kunene is successful inbound. They've got 12 seconds to attempt at basket, and their attempt is not good. They rebound, they still get the ball. So as you can see that LB Chronix, they're not making it on those rebounds. The rebounds are normally being taken by Bulls. Basket was not good. Found and is the line. Let's see how he does with the second free throw. Like I said, this is a punishment for a violation on a person who is attempting at basket. He doesn't make the second one.
They get an offensive rebound.
They get an offensive rebound. Their attempted basket wasn't good. Temba Kunene collects a defensive rebound.
Yeah, my apologies. I'm not really involved. There's a lot of administrative issues that keep popping up that I need to attend to. But it's the joy of the Johannesburg Basketball Association and the Johannesburg Basketball League. Everybody gets to be involved in trying to get the game to be at a better position.
The game on number 12, but it's a sideline ball because there was not an attempt at basket.
Another offensive rebound.
That's true. I think LB Chronix must do something about the rebounds.
It's a third offensive rebound, a fourth one, and a foul. So I guess sometimes boxing out in 2022 is very critical in training sessions for all clubs. Because if we're gonna give up 4 offensive rebounds in one possession, we are dead.
And Tando Kunene, one good. Let's see if he makes up the second free throw. And this one is live, so the players, they are going to fight for the rebound. And
it's a lane violation by Bulls in that matter, so they lose the ball.
But did you notice that they had actually managed to get that offensive rebound again?
Yes, it would have been a...
Number 4 for Chronix takes an attempt at a 3. He doesn't make it good. Bulls coming up. Let's see what they have planned. Remember, these teams are coming from a timeout. Wow, that was a nice big man play.
And every time now LB Chronix shoots, it's 2 shots because they are in the penalty on team fouls. Yes, it's 2 shots because they are on more than 4 team fouls in this quarter.
From now on, whatever foul they commit wherever on the court, Bulls are going to come on the free throw line. That's a bad situation to be with almost 4 minutes to play in this quarter. Imagine if these guys are attacking them. You have to be careful on your defense. You have to play honest defense. Otherwise, you foul. You are definitely the Bulls are definitely coming onto the line.
Yeah, and at the same time, the free throw is not really free, because for you to get the free throw, you really need to work to go to the line.
Wow. And he misses it, although it was a free throw.
I'll never comment on missed free throws. I've seen the West at missing free throws. Games on the line and a player misses 6 free throws has been a story of my life as a coach at one point.
And even as a player, you know, sometimes the pressure is so much on you, and you are supposed to take the team to glory land, and it's a pain to miss it.
John, number 4 from LB Chronix, makes a corner 3, but we can go back to the free throws again.
Free throws are something else.
Coaches are always saying that a free throw is where you need to be serious and calm at the same time, and your mind can never do that.
But with experience, we have seen some things, the positive side of free throws. When you actually strategize as a coach to say that you want your player to be fouled, so to get that free throw.
But it starts at practice, though. You have to make the free throws as practice. Kunene has gone to the line how many times in this quarter, and the free throws, he's always been making at least 50% of the free throws.
The good thing on this last one, he actually made both, which was good. But free throws aren't, like what Andile said, they are not necessarily free. You must work to get them. You work to get them. It's not just given on a platter. And the point guard is not passing anyone.
He's not releasing the baby, as you normally say.
He never released it in this instance.
So we have a point guard situation where he's going to dribble the ball for 20 seconds. You as a coach...
3 seconds to go, 2 seconds to go, 1, and he's not even aware of what happened.
He doesn't know where he is.
Oh my, he's even surprised. Look at him, look at his body language. He doesn't even know what happened. Oh my. Yeah, we need that awareness.
No, but it is part of development, though.
That's
because
true.
if JBL didn't have the shot clocks, our players will never learn to play with shot clocks.
Yes, that's true. We need this equipment, we need it running, and in this instance, you saw what happened. And the point guard did not even know what was happening. Yet, a point guard is actually supposed, he is like an unwritten captain of the team.
Yes, he's supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to know where everyone is supposed to go.
And he's supposed to be the brains of the coach on the court.
That's the truth. Back to the free throws. Why would a player stand on the side to shoot a free throw? Like what the Bulls number 3 is doing at the moment.
Justified why he's supposed to be there, although we may not understand it.
50% can never be good enough for a guard. You are one of the people that fought for the 30% metric rate.
Yeah.
So if you now justifying 50%, we are not going anywhere as basketball.
It's tough. And what does number 3 have in store? He attacks hoop, he doesn't make it. The ball is taken by Wandile, who goes coast to coast, and the Bulls are watching him, and he makes it. 2 points, coast to coast. What kind of defense is that?
It always starts at practice. If at practice we play lax defense, in a game we'll never play proper defense.
The point guard again, without passing the ball, he attempts a 3. That pass, unforced error. I don't know why coaches must address this. We've just had a 10 in possession twice right now by both teams.
But I guess what I can say is sometimes it's the level of the division where you play in that makes you a better player. Because if you are playing at Premier Division, there is no way we can be having 4 turnovers in a row.
And unforced in that matter, for that matter.
And you get punished by
3
John
point.
again, number 4.
They saw it. The last 3 And why are they not even challenging his shots?
I'll tell you a secret. These teams have played each other in friendly games more than 5 times since the year started.
So they must be knowing each other. They
By-
must be knowing the strengths and the weaknesses of each team.
By now they should, but I guess
Know that John will punish there. And Wandile will punish there. How is he doing that defense?
what is number 81 LB Chronix doing?
And they are not aware of the game clock, the shot clock. When the shot clock was switched off, they should have known that the game clock has taken over.
It's part of the learning process. I'll forgive people for doing that. As long as we learn that the next time we're supposed to do better, I'm good with it.
I am not particularly good with forgiving people in terms of the shot clock, the game clock. It has cost me many games, so it pains me. It pains me, especially when the point guard is not aware of what's happening with the timers.
For me, I'll say being perfect has no improvement. But if you still failing, there is an element of learning when you fail. So I do not expect players to be perfect. But as long as we learn from what we do or what we do wrong, I think it's a better stance to be.
Give room for improvement. As long, like you're saying, I agree with you. If you fall, as long as you don't stay down, it's fine. The problem is when you fall and you don't rise up, then that's failure.
End of first quarter, the score, LB has taken the lead, 15, with Bulls trailing by 13 points on the boards. So now, let's talk about JBA.
Yes.
The history of JBA.
So JBA, we started this league in 2017. That was our inaugural year. And we had matches, we had the league start as the same year that the association started, 2017.
Are you seeing any growth or any improvement?
There's been a lot of improvement, a lot of growth, because the number of teams that participated in each division have increased per each division. We have seen the growth also even of the level of competition.
Yes.
It has been commendable, and we have seen this, and we have seen also the growth of players coming from Division 1 to start playing for Premier Division, whether in the same clubs or being taken by
recruited.
other clubs.
Well, okay, now we're back to the game. We've got Sibande, number 12, on the floor.
Whose pass wasn't really picked up by another player, but they're lucky enough to have
to still keep the ball.
And there's 5 seconds on the clock. I don't know if they have learned about the he has attempted within the time. Defensive rebounds for LB Chronix, which they don't.
It becomes a turnover because they want to have a one pass to the other key. So it's another elbow.
Or not, I don't know. It seems the coach is comfortable allowing Kunene to make those threes. And the teammates are also comfortable at him making those 3-point attempts.
I think as a leader, they trust him to attempt the 3-pointer.
I think he made one good. The first attempt.
Yeah, he's made one.
But he has missed about 2 or 3 more.
One delay makes a 3-pointer on the other side, though. So
I don't know what are
Chronix
they doing with Andile. I mean, with Wandile. Bulls, what are they doing about him?
They are playing a zone. A zone has got too many gaps.
Another good big man play spin by Kunene, who doesn't make good of it. And he wasn't fouled.
players do attempt, players do miss. So this time is called by Bulls. I guess they need to fix something.
I think they really need to fix something.
Back from the timeout.
If you were coaching Bulls, they were leading at one time, and you had called this timeout, what would you have told your charges?
I would say, for me, it's the lack of movement of the ball on offense. Which to me means they do not trust each other, or everybody wants to be a hero.
Let's see what Tando is going to do this time. A nice spin, an attempted bucket which didn't.
Offensive rebound, you get punished.
I think dominating on the rebounds. Offensive and defensive, they have more rebounds.
A question I would ask in a timeout is, if we play a zone, why would someone drive from the top of the key and get to the bucket?
And yet you are playing zone.
Yes.
And you know the player that's coming through. Another missed attempt by Kunene. But Chronix are allowing a lot of attempts from Kunene. And I think the coach should be concerned about that, because if they start dropping in, I think it will be a problem.
Yeah, I think it's the second quarter of the game. We can give a chance to both teams in winning the game. Every team is going to have a run. It's basketball after all.
That's
but
true.
You just need to take the run away from your opponent so that you get a better run than them.
The ball goes out. It's a Chronix ball. So they're starting from the baseline, 24 seconds, with 8 seconds before they cross, or with 8 seconds cross line. A left hand layup, high up above, missed. It looked. Same thing that you mentioned, to say, how do you allow a person to come through your defense when you are playing zone?
When you are playing zone from the top of the key. It literally means that people don't know the principles of a zone defense. To me, that shot, it's more like a turnover. Because you are shooting because the clock is down.
Yes.
I would rather just put the ball on the floor and give it back to them.
But at that time, he had enough time to really settle down.
Yes, it was 4 seconds left.
So he could have taken
But he rushed it, yes.
Wow. Number 15.
Bulls.
Yes.
Makes it 3.
Wow, that's good.
Leche.
Something. Why would you allow a person, you can see that he is cocking the gun, and you let him go on to shoot?
As I always say, if you are late, you are late. It's better you let him shoot than foul a player that's shooting a 3-point shot, which at this division, it's at about 12%.
But isn't just coming up, showing face, lifting up your hand to disturb his shot, is that not good enough defense?
like I said, if you are late, you are late. Sometimes, in the mind of the player, he has no chance of defending. So rather, give up the long shot than be faked, and they get an easy layup.
Wow, another penetration drive by LB Chronix. Unfortunately, they did not make it good. But, so the zone defense of Bulls definitely somehow is lacking in a whole number of things. Kunene with another spin, and unfortunately it doesn't.
That foul was out of frustration by Kunene. He missed. Basketball is a game of misses. Run back to defense. Help your team to get the ball back. You don't really need to foul a player in this situation.
Deep in the forecourt.
Yeah, he has 20, 25, 28 meters to get your package. You don't need to foul him.
Wow, a first attempt at a 2-point mid-range shot. Another attempted 3, and it's good.
He makes.
Person. He just scored a 3 while they were watching, and they have not adjusted anything.
Yeah, in this case, there was a defensive imbalance because the players on defense were running back to protect the rim, and he took a transition 3, which for me, it's how do I put it? It's not defendable because you're expecting people on a transition to be going to attack the pack.
Yes. A high post play is not good, but offensive rebound.
Number 15 gets it again on the 3-point line.
This time they don't get the rebound. But I think the Chronix coach must do something about the rebounds.
It has to go back to the training ground. It cannot be worked out here in a game. So which means the whole week we need to be doing boxing out drills.
Yes, that's definitely
so you prepare for the next game. You know that, so it's notes that you take from this game so that you can prepare for the next game. So you know that in the next game we don't need to be giving up so many offensive rebounds.
Wow, that's true, that's true. And now we have another timeout. I did not pick out who it is that timeout.
It was called by LB Chronix.
So as a coach, what would you be telling them if you had the chance to be talking to them after what?
I'll say the problem is not necessarily on the defensive end. The problem is on the offensive end, where people are just freestyling at the moment. So some players then lose heart to come back to defense because they've been running up and down and not getting the ball.
Remember the scoreline was 18-18 to LB Chronix, and now it's 19-21 to Chronix. So from 18 points, they only scored 1. Yet Bulls have run from 18 points to 21.
Which is the runs that we always talk about in basketball, that every team gets a run. So it was Bulls now getting a run. Let's hope LB Chronix will stop the run and they get their own run. Ntogo with the ball in the post. Oh. Tawanda misses. And Sibande. Yes, it's an attempted back. I think that was a wild offensive play by Sibande there, because there was no chance, to make it. There was no chance. Tawanda, I've seen Tawanda play before, and for me, he's not a poster player. He's more of a small forward, and he's forced to play in the low block in this team because the team is full of guards.
With 5 seconds to go, let's see what LB Chronix have in store for us.
Do they know about the 5 seconds?
And without the referee stopping the game, the player chose to make it his own call, and he walked. He traveled.
It's a violation. It's a turnover, and they suffer a bucket afterwards. Number 15 from Bulls makes the third three of the game in somebody's face. There is a return. He doesn't get it.
Defensive rebound by number 9. Wow. Do you think that the coach has
Another three-pointer attempt. This is a wild shot.
a wild one, very wild
Very
one.
wild. They play defense.
I can understand him for taking it. He has made another 30-footer before. This one was about
There
a
is
40
nothing
feet.
to understand in the shot. Even if he has taken 10 of them and made 10 of them,
Yes.
there is nothing to understand about
It's
the
still
shot.
not a good decision.
It is not a good decision. Sibande with the three-pointer. I guess now it's a three-point competition between the Bulls players. Number 6, he gives it to 15, another three-point attempt.
Why?
He's late in boxing out. That's number 1. Number 2 is late in getting the defensive rebound.
So why doesn't he establish a defensive stance rather than slap and get a...
We always take chances. It's a Saturday today. There is a lotto at night.
I could win something. Could win something.
You don't win if you don't play. So if you don't take a chance, you'll never get the ball.
Let's see, do they have an inbound play?
10 over.
10 over. Number 4 is scored, the number 3.
So now, you foul a player that's shooting a three-pointer. To me, it's an unnecessary foul.
Which is, even in life, everything is based on decision making.
And the toughest thing to coach basketball players or any sport is decision making.
And that constitutes to what's called the IQ. First free throw is good of 3. Imagine the player in this violation, that defensive violation, on a player shooting 3 points gets to have 3 attempts. 3
He has made 2
out
of
of
the
3,
3.
and he still has the last one.
So you're changing a 12% shot to a 66%.
Yes,
It's
decision making.
yes.
Decision making.
And it's not even the end of the game. It's the second quarter.
And now, look, the game now is 1 point different. Nice play by Bulls. Unfortunately, they don't make good on the layup, but that was a nice give and go play. And which brings us to the end of
It's the end
scores
of the second
23-20.
quarter. Bulls up by 1 point. We'll try and get the coaches to give us their comments on the game.
Hello, Coach. We have the coach of LB Chronix right here with us. Coach, can you just give me a quick rundown of what you have seen in the first half?
What I would say about the first half, we didn't have the intensity of the game. We started slow. As the time went, that's why we started to pick up now as the team.
And what would you say about the 10s on the leading?
It was killing us on our side.
No, thank you so much, Coach. I won't take much of your time so that you can continue and instruct your charges.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
and
you.
good luck.
Thank you.
And right here, I have got the captain of the Bulls. We have Tando Kutle Kunene. We have seen him playing. What's your take on the game? What can you tell us about what your team has been doing in the first half of the game?
Well, we've basically been trying to take it just one possession at a time. But one thing that we were emphasizing on is that we need to pick up the pace of the game because it's still a bit slow. So we need to put our foot on the pedal. Yeah, I'd put it like that.
No, that's fine. And you have seen the scores. One time LB Chronix is leading by 5, 6, 7 points. The other time Bulls is leading by 5, 6, 7 points. We can see that the runs are there. And what do you constitute to that? What's your take on those shifts in leading on the score line?
I'd say we're basically just testing each other as teams. No one is actually going out there and getting that run going. So that's why it's a bit fluctuating. So I think as we're going into the second half, we definitely, like I said, we definitely need to pick up the intensity more than anything on our side.
And one thing that I have noticed, your team is collecting most of the rebounds, whether offensive or defensive. Sometimes you are making good of them, sometimes not. Do you have any strategy? Why is it that you are collecting more rebounds than the other team? Happening on its own?
Just give it to height, definitely height. So our height is definitely our advantage. So now we just need to convert those points, like you're saying. Some points we do convert, and then some we don't. But we need to get most of them converted on the offensive end. Definitely on the defensive end, we need to collect everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me not take much of your time. You can go and be together with your charges. Right here, JBL is real. You can't take that away from us. And here we are. We have the technical officer of JBL. Can you please give us a few comments on what's happening today and what type of a special day it is?
Mr. President, thank you so much. Kudas Vario is my name. Thank you so much for allowing me to come through to be with you here. I'm very excited, goosebumps all over, because we never thought would restart again. Since we were elected to be the JBA Exco, there was never a league. We had 2 tournaments that we had, so we're really waiting for the league so that we see how it goes, man. The league is way bigger and it's broader. It's longer, you see. So we are excited that we are here. The games have started well. We are running two venues today. The other venue is the outdoor courts at Wanderers. So we are very happy. And from technical side, if things are not well in technical, we have a lot of glitches. So far, no glitches, but we are just trying to push on time. Our games are 1 hour, 30 minutes, and we are squeezed, but so far so good, man. We are happy. The third game is happening of the seniors, and we still have like 3 more coming up. We are happy because we have been really waiting for this, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Technical. Our game is on. We will talk to you again as the games progress. Thank you so much. Third quarter is underway. Back to it. LB Chronix have possession. We do not know what the coaches and what the teams discussed, but we will see how they execute it on the court. As LB Chronix are on the attack, and their 2 points is good.
Tawanda with the 2 points. I guess this game is going to be close till the end.
Wow.
Because every team is getting a run and every team is giving a chance to the other team. So one team is going to run out of time.
Wow. But there's been times when the scoreline has not been that close. We'll see how they take it up. Well, JBL is real, no matter what.
Yeah, but it's not about the score being close. Mm-hmm. It's about giving the other team a chance to come back.
They've been giving each other chances. And like what the captain of Bulls said. They said that they are actually testing each other. They have not really exploded on the intensity of whatever it is that they are doing. Maybe they will learn to do that as they go on into the league, because both teams, this is their first time playing in the JBL.
It's a defensive foul, but not on the shooting. He pushed the guy that was coming to set a screen.
Wow. One delay defending. What a pass. And that's a foul. Oh, he just didn't make it, but that foul was obvious. He pump faked the guy, and the guy flew.
But that was not the beginning of the play. The beginning of the play is where the defensive player fronted the offense. By fronting with no one to cover you at the back, it's a crazy mistake.
And once you front, you are saying that this guy cannot get the ball while behind me. Or
Yes.
you are thinking that the point guard won't have the guts to try to make a pass.
To make the
that.
low pass.
Yes.
But the basic part of it is when you front, there has to be help. And at the same time, when you front, you must push the other player underneath the bucket so that there is no pass that happens.
Wow, nice play by LB Chronix, give and go. That was smooth, that was proper.
They are now up by 2 points. So the lead has changed again.
The Bulls attempt at a 2-point. It doesn't make it. Ball goes out. One delay makes good on the defense.
LB Chronix substituting Tawanda for Mtogo. Tawanda and Mtogo actually played for the same varsity team, which is Rhodes University in Grahamstown, now called Makanda.
Wow, that's good, that's good. At least they understand each other, but they are being subbed.
They are subbing each other.
They are subbing
For
each
me, it's a foul problem. Both of them have got more than 2 fouls. So now you're trying to spare one by taking the other one to put the other one.
Yo. And we have the team captain for Bulls coming on to the court.
And Bulls have changed now from the zone defense into a man-to-man. And nobody protecting the bucket. It's a miss by Mtogo.
Wow, a nice attempt at a crossover, which was good, but
And
the
a block.
attempt,
The attempt was
blocked. I don't think that these players are really considering each other in terms of playing as a team. We are seeing more of individual efforts.
At least you said effort, you didn't say brilliance.
Bucket is good. Under hoop, Bulls bring back the game to be level, 27-27, with 6 minutes, 38 seconds to play in the third quarter. Men cutting, you didn't see it.
What a fight on the offensive rebound.
They had to tip it about 3-4 times.
Yeah,
The player did not check to the ref.
it's okay, he'll learn.
Yeah.
They've called them back
The ref had
to start the ball. Now we learn that every time when the ref blows the whistle, he has to check the ball with the referee.
And why is it that the players must check the ball to the ref before they commence?
It's because the game, when the ball goes out, when every time the ref blows the whistle, the game clock has to stop. So for the game clock to be started, the ref must check the ball and there must be possession inside the court.
And also to allow the referees to check whether there is any substitutions by
Either of the
the
team.
side, by the table, by the teams, and so.
John with another 3-point attempt off the rim. A defensive rebound by Unene. Sibande bringing up the ball for Bulls.
Is he seeing his other players, or is he enjoying the dribbling?
Sometimes I ask players, are they checking if the ball is pumped, if they dribble so much without moving? Because if a dribble, or for me there's a difference between a dribble and a bounce.
Yes.
If you're bouncing the ball, you're standing in one position. If you're dribbling, it means we are moving somewhere.
All right, all right. No, that's good, but also there is an aspect of negative basketball where you actually cross or go past your player and just come back to try to cross that player again. So there would be no progression in the
Yeah,
play.
it's a wasted dribble.
That's true, that's true. And I think most of our players, especially our young players, must learn that. And they allow another three-point attempt without challenging it. They are lucky that it wasn't good. A good explosive run. Unfortunately, he didn't make it, but he's going to go to the line. Number 12 for Bulls.
Sibande is his surname.
He's currently playing number 1, as we see them, the way the Bulls are playing right now.
Yeah. For me, we have spoken about the point guard position. I think we must just move on to the next positions on the court because the players are not doing good justice to the position of point guard.
Yes.
So let's talk of shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center.
Yes.
Because our point guard, yeah, the push by number 5, a blatant push.
Open, and he wants to negotiate with the referee after doing that, and
you can't win if you don't take the chance.
But now the problem of a foul, a personal foul, is that it's a foul on you as a person. It counts for team fouls.
Yes, that's the sad part about a foul. And in basketball, you only have 5 personal fouls.
Yes, and you are out.
And you're out.
The team has 4 fouls. From the 5th one, the other team, you are on collective fouls.
Yes.
And every
Now
time the
every
other
foul
team is now going onto
to
the
the
line.
line to attempt 2 free throws.
Yes, as we can see right now on our scoreboard, that
LB Chronix
has got 14 fouls.
14 fouls, yes.
So whatever foul they
Commit after this one.
Yes.
Yes, it's going to be shooting 2.
A nice drive, power dribble and in. Bulls leading now, 31-29, but that was a power dribble by an LB Chronix player. Wow, is it Tsibande?
And Sibande gets to get to the packet with, how do I put it, with bodyguards around him.
Yes.
Because if you're not playing defense, you're actually escorting the guy to the packet.
Yeah, bring him closer to the glory lane.
It's an offensive foul by number 7, and he's surprised that it's an offensive foul. A blocking foul on offense is when the player on offense, when you set a screen, the defender should be the one that runs into you. You set the screen and stop with no contact.
Wandile drives in, and Bulls foul him on attempting to stop him. Now Bulls, who were only having 1 foul in the past minute, now are on 3 fouls. They remember that offensive foul by number 7, which was not necessary at all.
It's a Saturday, like I said.
But they are throwing away the advantage that they had on the fouls.
Yeah, basketball fouls happen, but they just need to be where there's no way I can justify a foul though. I'm trying to justify how, when, and why you foul, but I cannot
fouls
justify.
Can be used as a strategy. It can be a team strategy.
To do what?
Remember, when you want to slow down the game, or you want them rather to come up, especially in crunch time. We have seen many coaches ask their players to foul, to stop.
I'll tell you this.
That was
those fouls are not strategic for me.
Yes.
As a spectator, as a coach, because you are fouling with the hope that they will miss the free throws.
So is that not strategy? If you foul the correct player, by correct player I mean a player whose chances of making it are so low.
I know, for me, it still doesn't work.
That was a wonderful putback by number 9, who makes a steal. And that was an offensive foul. He charged into the play. That was intelligent play by Wandile.
For me, that was not intelligent. He was taking a chance, and he won in taking the chance.
So that's intelligence or IQ.
It's taking chances.
Yeah. So now both teams are in foul trouble. So whoever fouls now, the other team goes onto the line. A failed three-point attempt.
Nkata, yes, with the three-point attempt. What is the plan for both these teams on offense?
Nice play. Nice play. It was the point guard at this time actually had an understanding with his captain, who made that 2-point play. And now Bulls are leading by 5 points. And there we go, going straight to the line.
Yes, it's
So the table and the refs, I think they did notice that
it
both
was
teams
missed.
are on.
Yes, it was missed by both. By both the table. You see, it's the 5th team foul. It's a correctable error.
Yes, and the ref realized it and they stopped the play because it's supposed to be a shooting foul.
And I guess table and referees should be working together.
Yes.
If the ref calls the foul, when he or she is reporting, the table must then inform that particular referee that they are on collective, so it's shooting too.
Yes. And in this instance, I think it was good that they managed to correct it in time.
So on the issues of correctable errors, which errors can be corrected and which ones cannot be corrected?
I'm not too sure about that. I would want technical to explain that more, but I think you have a better understanding on that one. You can shed some light on that.
The scenarios are way too many. There are way too many, and we don't really have a standardized way of doing the correctable errors, because one referee or one official will say this is correctable and another one is not correctable. So it becomes too tough to correct, to explain which one is correctable and which one is not correctable.
And also there is a time lapse that's considered on the correctable errors, but like we said, we will want to attend more clinics. We as JBA, from time to time, we have technical clinics where we run the rules, the refereeing courses, the table officiating courses, which is a good thing for us. And we actually would want players, coaches, and aspiring officiating personnel or persons to attend such courses.
It's an offensive rebound by Bulls.
An offensive rebound which was translated to a walk violation by number 9 Bulls. An attempted three, is it good? It's good and smooth by the coach of LB Chronix Nhlanhla. He's a player coach today, and we have seen him make it. As we see also walking onto the court, or not onto the court, but into the arena, a goalie magic as they prepare for their next game. Our first Premier Division game that's coming. And a very good three by number 7 for Bulls, bringing the scoreline to 6 points advantage, 41-35 to Bulls.
Like I told you, Tao, one of these teams is going to run out of time. Because,
and it is true.
LB Chronix have not tried to get this game back. They are living on hope.
Ish. Yeah. Well, maybe they will understand that JBL is real. And it is real. Let's see what plan Wandile has for his team as he attacks the Bulls. There is a violation right there.
It's a foul.
Fouls on number 9 Bulls. So And remember what we said about the collective fouls? So Chronix is going onto the line for 2 free throws. Basket is good. Basket is good. The first one is good. 1 out of 2. Let's see. Will he make it 2 out of 2? And
It
he
is 2
makes
of
it.
2.
2 out of
100% is better than 50% any day.
That is true. That is true.
So let's not try and justify 50% free throw.
Wow. That's a trap situation, but Chronix did not take advantage of it. What does Kunene have for us? And it's basket good.
There is no defense being played by LB Chronix.
That one was a tough one, and they still allowed him to make it. Yo! Wandile sold that 3-point attempt, and is
It's
going
not
on
a
to...
3-point attempt.
What was it?
It's a side ball. It's a side ball.
So they're still going to the line?
Yeah, they're going to the line to shoot 2.
But he tried to take the 3. He tried to sell it. The ref didn't buy it. And I see you didn't buy it also. I bought it.
Sometimes it's your normal shooting routine or your normal shooting style.
The first
So
free
once
throw
you
is
get
good.
out of the normal shooting routine, the referee will never give you a shooting. I believe so.
And he makes both good. As we come to the end of the
100%
third
is
quarter.
better than 50%. I will always stick to that.
It's now a 6-point game. As we go to the... Andile insists that there was no attempt.
There was really no attempt.
But I understand what you're saying, that if it deviates or if it moves away from the normal shooting process, then you should not give it as a thing. But refs have often bought it. And some
Yes.
players, like I told you that, yeah, I bought it.
Please do not play the lotto today. Because you will not win.
Yo, I've never won really at Lotto. I hope I will win some millions one day, you know. But anyway, let's come back to reality. So when they were taking the free throws, we normally say that first one is dead, first one is dead. What does it mean to say the first free throw is dead?
And the rebound is not contestable. I guess we have taken basketball jargon from the 90s to bring to the new millennia, to the 2020s, 2022. And I always ask referees, when they say first one is dead, my question is always, does it count if it's dead?
Then yes, to a person who doesn't know and listening to the grammar and the English of it, once you say the first one is dead, that might be the question, does it count if it is dead?
If it is dead, does it count?
But anyway, in short, what we are trying to say is that the first one, there is no rebounding to it. The player still has another free throw to take after he takes the first one or the second one if it's a shooting 3.
How many ladies games do we have today? There's only one ladies game.
There is one ladies game which is going to play after the next game. So it's 2 games away. Is Bulls, I think they are lucky to have it. Inbounding on baseline, what plan do they have?
Too many channels in that zone defense that they've set up.
A line violation by Kunene.
So, Bulls now up.
LB Chronix coast to coast, basket good, open lane, no attempted defense at all, which normally you hear players saying, too easy, too easy. Wasn't that too easy, coach?
Nobody was watching the ball on defense. Nobody knew where the ball was. And the player that was defending the ball was left at the halfway line.
Way down there.
Yeah. So sometimes when we play the man-to-man, we need to understand the principles of man-to-man defense. And
wow, nice turnaround.
there's no boxing out.
And he makes it.
There's no boxing out by LB Chronix.
Not at all.
That's a wild shot.
I don't even know whether it was part of any play or the player just thought that he felt the air breeze around him and saw himself free and just decided to take it.
What I'm seeing on the Chronix side, they've got a blend of youth. The boy that just attempted the three-pointer, he's about 19 years old, which for the future of South African basketball, it's a good prospect to have on the court, learning from the experienced players, as well as number 8 from Chronix and number 4 from Chronix. They are all young, which for me shows that there is a development plan from Chronix.
Yes, the future is sure, if I were to say that. We have Kunene on the free throw line after he spun on a player, managed to get fouled as he attempted basket, but he has missed both of his free throws.
0%.
Ish, 0%. That's tough. That's tough. An attempted 3 by number 3 doesn't drop. And defensive rebound by LB Chronix.
The ball looked heavy for me for number 3. I don't know why he's attempting 3 points.
Wow, Wandile dances in while Bulls are watching, and he punishes them.
There was a guy with his hands up there. Was Wandile carrying a gun when he went in there? There was a player that did not attempt to play defense. He had his hand up like they pointed a gun at him.
I don't know what he understands.
Offensive rebound.
And he
9.
punishes them.
I guess number 9 is just killing them. And a steal. What is he doing? How
the player
you expect
doesn't
not to be seen what you're doing when you've got a different hair color than the rest of the players on the court?
The refs didn't buy that cloth.
First thing you look at the hair and you see it's different and you look what he's doing. And he's trying to fake a foul or I don't know what he's faking though, but
Coach, we may not know. Next time you may be the one sporting that color hairstyle. Times that are moving. Time is
that would be midlife crisis. And there is no way I'm going to be doing that hairstyle. Sibande with the 3 points. Now the gap has opened up to 10 for Bulls.
And why are LB Chronix allowing these 3 points to drop in without being challenged? Another loose ball foul that has been called by the referee.
It's the personnel on the floor. For me, Tawanda, if he attempts that one, it's a good attempt. Because his man is at the. Before I finish what I was saying, Wandile, as experienced as he is, he fouled somebody that's 25 meters away from the basket.
Which is not necessary. I really want to think that the number 3 point guard for Bulls is overstretching himself. I think he should be looking for his players and setting up plays for them.
That you see that number 5, the one with the attempting the 3-pointer now.
Yes.
That boy is a leaper.
Yeah. He can go out.
He jumps out of the gym. But I guess he hasn't found enough space to be going over people.
Wow.
Turnaround jumper from Tando.
And is good. And is good.
Kobe relieved.
And the score advantage for Bulls is now
it's
12 points.
Yes.
Wow. And we are in the last quarter of the game. And why LB Chronix
has just lost the plot.
Switch off.
They have lost the plot.
Hey, that's a travel violation by number 12, Bulls.
Nsibande with the trap.
And I don't know what he's complaining or talking about. Maybe it's not a complaint, but
He did a step back without dribbling the ball.
yes, and I don't even know why he's complaining or saying something to the ref. That was an obvious travel.
And in training sessions, when you tell the players that when you do that, you're actually traveling, they will think you are just an old man that doesn't know what he's talking about. It's 2022.
But on that one, you have mentioned an interesting point to say that you try to correct someone, you tell him that this and this is a violation, and as long as that player is arguing, it means that he will never make an attempt to change that.
It's being a coach is tough. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes when you sit at home thinking about what you go through as a coach, it's not depressing, but it's the level of patience that it teaches you as a human being. Because sometimes you will plan a whole practice session to say today we're going to work on this and work on this and work on this. When you get to the practice session, the players have got their own mind, they've got their own agenda for that day, and it ends up being a futile exercise trying to help a 1 hour 30-minute session.
Yeah.
You failed to help players to get better.
But as we go back to the game, one more point that I just want to add on to that what you are saying now. You go to a practice session and you actually practice what you intended, and unfortunately when it comes to game time, the players choose not to implement it.
It's not about implementing at that time. I believe it's them still in the learning process. So for me, I encourage players to watch other people play.
As Wandile makes
but
the first free throw.
I think I would say I encourage players to watch as much FIBA games as they can. They will get to learn the sets that we run. They will get to learn the defensive mechanisms and the defensive principles that you try to instill on them. So if you do not watch a basketball game, it's very hard to improve.
Yes.
Tomo with a three-point attempt. I knew he was going to attempt that. I don't know why, but I just knew.
Offensive rebound by
one of the shortest people on the.
And he manages to draw a foul from Tandok right under hook.
I guess the Bulls players have learned from the LB Chronix players by not playing defense.
Yeah, right now they're not.
Now there is a guy going in there. The guy is attempting a free throw.
And he runs in.
When the ball is with the shooter, you cannot walk in.
Otherwise, even if the player misses, the ref is going to allow that player to have another
to give
attempt.
him another attempt.
And
he made both. So
made
it's a
both.
9-point game with 5:20 remaining in
There's
the game.
still a lot of time. There's still a lot of time with 9 points. 9 points are maybe four possessions. Your 10
There is
over.
a lot of time. If Bulls is gonna give people that type of offensive.
One delay with another offensive rebound. Imagine. Now Bulls really are not playing defense. They are not fighting for the rebounds. They were the ones who were leading on the rebounds.
It's a 7-point game. With 4:46 left. It's gonna be a tough one for Bulls to win this if they keep on giving the ball away
and not playing defense.
And giving LB Chronix second chances on offense.
Yeah. That's a travel violation, was it not?
If the ref doesn't call it, it's not a travel violation.
That's a lesson to learn for us and for all players to say that if the referee hasn't called it, whatever it is, don't stop the game. You don't call your own violations or fouls or whatever it is. Wow, a wild attempt for a three and defensive rebound by Chronix. Turnover. Ish. Tando Kutle Kunene, he manages to draw a foul. He's going
the foul on number 4 is the one that fouled. I saw him as well.
Yeah.
He was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He thought he was going to steal that foul.
Yeah.
But the referee saw him. And now the hope on these free throws is 50%.
He has just missed the first one. He makes the second one. 1 out of 2, 50%.
Is number 4 fouled out? Or it was just a sub to rest him?
I think it was a sub because I saw him. I saw the player go on to the coach direct the
He
player.
was running out of control there. Defenders should have just stood there and taken a charge.
Bucket good by number 12.
One didn't match his size. He could have blocked.
He did.
It's back to a 10-point game with Bulls leading. And
Was that a jab step? What was that? Can you describe what that was?
yeah, 3-point attempt from Zwandile Mkata. Nothing. Defensive rebound by Tando Nene.
Who immediately killed his dribble. In transition, fast break play, what do we have there? Bucket good.
Bucket good.
8
I would
point
have,
game.
if I was a referee, I would have called the foul on number 12.
I thought so.
On that fast break, I would have called the foul.
Wow,
What's going
I think
on?
that's a wild attempted 3. I don't even think that's a game plan.
What's going on?
Another 3-point attempt.
Wild. Is it not wild?
Very wild. And hey, why rush it? Why rush it? You have a proper chance to bring back the game maybe to 5 points, and you rush it. Do we have a fast break there? No, we don't. No, we don't.
We have a turnover.
Why didn't he time his run? Why didn't he time to receive that ball? I don't know if LB Chronix realized that they have.
There is one delay.
He doesn't make good the 2 point. Oh my! He could have brought back the game to 6 points difference.
What is going on? He makes number 15 makes the difference. Turnover by LB. This is a good game. If you were to count turnovers in this game,
Yeah.
if JBL were to run a campaign to say for every turnover,
Yes.
we donate 1 rand. This game would have been a loss for JBL.
Yeah, these are too many unforced errors. These are too many unforced turnovers. Clearly, both teams can correct this.
As it's the first game of the season, I guess we can give people hope that they
Yeah.
will get better.
Definitely.
1:26 left, 11-point game. What's your take on this game? Do you think LB Chronix has a chance?
Honestly, with the attitude that they are displaying on the court right now, I don't give them a chance. I know that 126 is a lot of time for in basketball. Things can happen.
It's a lot of time everywhere.
Yes. And then now, but with the attitude and their approach, I don't.
So now, you spoke about a strategy of fouling to stop the game. Do you think Chronix should foul so that they can give themselves a chance? Or do you think they must just let this game go and they go home and go and work for the next game?
At the present moment, because of the difference, one is, to me, it's a bit too big a margin. But most importantly, the thing that's affecting them is that they're not playing honest defense. If they really start to play honest defense, then we could talk about strategies of that caliber.
Somebody called the timeout and they didn't know whose ball it was.
But yet they called a timeout.
It's a foot violation.
Foot violation.
It's okay. It's an offensive foul. Yes, he pulled somebody.
With
Number
1 minute
15
to play.
pulled somebody.
Yeah, 1
Yes.
minute to play, 11 points. What do LB Chronix have? Are they going to concede this game to be their first loss in JBL?
3-point attempt. It's in.
And it's
It's
good.
an 8-point game with 1 minute. Now the
8-point
clock
game.
is not moving.
Game clock, game clock.
Why is Bull so wild?
Another 3-point attempt, not good. And they managed to stop the onslaught of
Cross-court pass
but there's
equals to a turnover.
turnover from this team, turnover from the next team. No one is taking advantage of the turnovers.
Turnovers are good. I guess. 3-point attempt.
A wild one.
Wild.
With so
30
much
seconds
time.
to go.
Huh? I think that they've
So-
given up.
So
the
now
game.
your strategy of fouling, it could have taken away seconds there, right?
It would have, you see, they are calling out for
That's a walk.
their players to foul.
Well, the ref didn't call it, so why should I say it's a walk?
I think the coach called for the fouling strategy too late. There is now 12 seconds left, and even if they are going to foul, what's going to happen?
They probably have a 9-point play that you've never seen. So now they need a 10-point play to win the game with 12 seconds to go.
Yo, as number 9 makes the first bucket on the free throw line. Let's see if he makes it 100%. Across pass, he doesn't.
Oh.
Foul
Foul
call.
on a 3-point attempt again in this game.
Three shots. I do not know what they are going to do with the game clock. They are keeping it on 0.
It's on 0-0. What should be done?
The foul was done while there were about 2 seconds.
But the game clock says 0-0, so let's stick to the game.
So it's literally game over. And let's see if he is going to.
Your favorite player has missed 2 out of the 3 free throws.
His chance to actually reduce the deficit. And he makes good. It's game over. JBL is real.
JBL is real. Bulls won 62-54 to LB Chronix. The good thing about Division 1 though, there is no relegation. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is over. The next game that's coming, it's a Premier Division game. Igoli Magic versus Sunset Celtic. I guess the game is not at sunset, so we'll hope for some magic before sunset.
Maybe Sunset is going to ensure that there is a sunset to the magic. Let's see what's going to happen as we say again, JBL is real.